I was sitting on the couch after a long day of work, scrolling through my phone, when the message came in. At first, I didn't recognize the number. Then I read it. Moving away with my new man. Good luck with the mortgage. I dropped the phone onto the cushion, staring at the words as if they were some kind of cruel hallucination. My heart pounded, and for a moment the world went silent. At first, I thought it had to be a mistake. Maybe she was joking. Maybe someone hacked her account. But deep down, I already knew. I had been sensing the distance, the coldness, the small excuses she gave when I asked about late nights or phone calls. I had noticed the pattern, but had ignored it, hoping it was paranoia. I picked up the phone again and reread the message. Each word cut deeper than the last. Moving away, new man, good luck with the mortgage. She wasn't just leaving me, she was rubbing it in. She wasn't just betraying me, she was flaunting it. The house we shared, the mortgage I had painstakingly paid off over years, the life I had built with her, was suddenly tainted with her absence even before she physically left. I had poured my energy into everything: work, bills, our home, the kids' education, and she had quietly built a separate life, one I wasn't part of. I didn't text back. I didn't call. I just sat there, staring at the wall, letting the reality settle in. Anger and disbelief mingled, but they didn't cloud my thinking. Instead, they sharpened it. This betrayal demanded a response, but not a rash one. I walked through the house, seeing the life we had built together in pieces. Photos of birthdays, vacations, anniversaries, all reminders of trust I had given and that she had shattered. My fists clenched at the memories of how she had smiled at me just weeks ago, how casually she had hidden her other life. Then I did something she probably didn't expect. I started making a plan. Not revenge, not confrontation. A plan to protect myself, the kids, and the life I had worked so hard to create. I called the bank first, making sure the mortgage payments were secure, reviewing all accounts, and separating what was mine from what she could claim. Every transaction, every account, every piece of documentation had to be in order. She had made her move, but she wouldn't leave me vulnerable. Next, I contacted a lawyer quietly, without anger, without confrontation, just facts. The message she sent me was a declaration, but it didn't have to dictate my actions. I wouldn't respond to her theatrics. I wouldn't let her drama control my decisions. I would act deliberately, calmly, and protectively. Over the next few days, she called and texted relentlessly. Some messages were pleading, some were threatening, some were arrogant, attempts to manipulate, to guilt, to provoke. I didn't answer. I didn't respond. I didn't give her the satisfaction of seeing her words have power over me. And slowly, something unexpected happened. The anger I had initially felt transformed into clarity. Betrayal, as painful as it was, gave me a lens to see her true character. I realized that the marriage, the life, the trust I thought we had already been fractured long before she sent that text. That single message didn't start the betrayal. It only confirmed what I had quietly known all along. Weeks later, when she finally left with her new man, I didn't stand at the door screaming or pleading. I didn't cry over what I had lost. I watched from a distance as the moving truck pulled away, a symbol not of my defeat, but of her choices. I kept my home. I kept my dignity. I kept my life. And more importantly, I kept my peace. She had tried to humiliate me with words, to force me into chaos, but I refused. The mortgage would continue to be paid. The children would be supported. My life would continue, not as a reaction to her betrayal, but as a statement of resilience. Looking back, that text was devastating. Yes, but it also became a turning point. It forced me to confront her deception, to accept the truth, and to reclaim control. Sometimes betrayal doesn't announce itself with confrontation. It sneaks in quietly, hidden in small lies, distant behavior, and casual messages. But when it finally arrives in clarity, you have a choice. Let it destroy you, or let it strengthen you. I chose strength. Now, years later, the memory of that text is still sharp, but it doesn't hurt in the same way. It serves as a reminder that betrayal can be endured, that dignity can be preserved, and that even when someone abandons you publicly, you still have the power to protect your life and your peace. She tried to shame me with a message. She tried to prove she had the upper hand. But the truth is, the real victory isn't revenge. It's surviving, thriving, and proving that no betrayal, no matter how public or cruel, can touch the life you've built with patience, resilience, and self-respect. And that text? I still have it saved. Not as a source of pain, but as a reminder of the moment I decided I would no longer be controlled by someone else's selfishness. The mortgage was safe. The kids were safe. And most importantly, I was safe. From her betrayal, and from allowing anyone else's choices to dictate my life.